Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm covering communication skills for you to level up your way with words, become much more articulate. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome aboard. Every day of the week, I'm dropping brand new content on communication skills, such as public speaking, storytelling, emotional resilience, and much more. Join the tribe by hitting that subscribe button right on below, hit that bell notification, and never miss another video again. In today's episode, we are going to be covering a very polarized topic as of late. Coffee dates, yay or nay? This has been causing a lot of debate as of late on TikTok and social media. One group is saying that coffee dates are low effort and shows that the guy is cheap, while another group is saying coffee dates are informal and keeps the atmosphere light. Which side of the spectrum do you fall on? If you were to ask me, I would say yes, coffee dates are not only a good thing, it's a great thing. And this is where I believe we need to weigh in practical experience. Because a lot of these folks that are over here giving you the advice that coffee dates are bad, they're either jaded or they are out of the game for a very long time. I've noticed folks in the latter category a lot. They haven't dated in a long time, yet they have so much to say about this matter. They write down detailed blog posts on why coffee dates are so bad. And logically speaking, they have a point. A lot of the times, logically speaking, you will have a point, but in the real world of practical experience, the points do not align with reality. One example is dressing up for work. A lot of corporations before used to force you to dress up. The only day that you would be given a casual day was on a Friday. But other than that, you were wearing dress pants, dress shoes, dress shirt, etc. Some companies even made you wear a tie. Logically speaking, anyone can argue the point that this is a smart thing to do. This will lead to more professionalism. But in the real world, when a lot of these companies switched from mainly professional wear to mainly casual wear, where you could wear whatever, within certain guidelines, of course, like jeans, t-shirt, etc., from Mondays to Fridays, it astronomically built the morale of the employees. So even though logically you could make a certain argument, it does not align with reality. And that's where these guys that are out of the game for so long just don't understand. They're thinking too logically, but they don't understand that a coffee date where you don't know someone, by the way. Let's say you have been talking to them on the phone for a long time. There's rapport. You guys have been doing FaceTime, all of that stuff. Then I could see the argument for going to a dinner straight away. But if you're just matching with someone, you barely know them, why the heck are you going to take them to a fancy dinner for? You don't know them like that. You want to keep it light, in my opinion. And that's where coffee dates are so freaking versatile. It could go from 30 minutes to 3 hours. And here's what a lot of these folks don't tell you. These overly theoretical folks. It may start off as a coffee date, but it may end in a dinner. There are plenty of guys out there. What they do is they treat the coffee date sort of like, are we at least on the same wavelength? We don't have to fall madly in love with one another, but are we in the similar wavelength? Can we have fun together? Or are you someone who's just going to be very quiet the entire time? You're not putting in an effort. You're on your phone the entire time. I mean, let's just assess the vibe. So in the coffee area, the vibe is being assessed. What was supposed to be a 30-minute meetup suddenly turns into a 2-hour one. The guy asks the girl, hey, what's your schedule like today? Are you doing anything else? She's like, no, I'm free. So the guy's like, how about we go get some pizza? Or we go to this spot or that spot? That's what a lot of folks don't tell you. What starts off as a coffee date can have cascading effects, either today or in the future. Where if the guy is like, hey, what's your schedule like for the rest of today? And she's like, I actually got to get back to work. Then the guy will execute the cascading motion next week or the week after. Do not let folks make you entitled. That's what's happening a lot, where a lot of these folks that are on these dating apps, they want like royalty treatment from the very get-go before ever proving themselves. Coffee dates are not only fine, it is, in my opinion, the best type of date out there, especially for a first date, because it allows you to, catch a vibe. It allows you to see if the other person and you are on the same wavelengths. And it's sort of like you could just let your guard down more. If you're going to a fancy dinner, the first ever date, it just feels like you're putting on a fake version of yourself. Or with the coffee date, it is way more casual. And in that casual energy is where the great foundations of relationships are born. So if you enjoyed today's talk, go on and drop that like for me right on below. And if you hated this talk, go on and drop that like for me right on below anyways. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next episode.